The Fair Sands and Fountain area in Aberdeen is made up of 600 houses situated between Great Northern Road and the railway track. The houses built around 1935 are solid granite structures, but internally they have many problems. Many of the houses have been empty for years as it is difficult to attract people to the area. Fair Sands is regarded as one of the most disadvantaged areas in Europe due to its high rate of unemployment, single parents, long-term sick and children with no earning parents. Fair Sands qualifies for additional funding by being part of Aberdeen's Social Inclusion Partnership, also known as the Great Northern Partnership. Although this has attracted resources for community initiatives, it has not helped attract money to spend on environmental or housing problems.
I think if they spent some money on it, people would want to live there. Empty flats would then be filled and it would generate more money. So they've got to start somewhere. If they regenerated the whole place, make it look attractive, then people would want to stay.
As members of a teenage parents group who meet weekly at the Fair Sands and Fountain Community Project, we have identified concerns about a number of different safety issues in our area.
I like being a young parent in the area because there's lots for us to do, but you didn't feel very safe in your house yourself at night and you get scared.
Being young parents, a main concern of our group is to have a safe and clean environment in which we and our children can live and play. Our film highlights community safety issues that we feel are in need of significant improvement. One of the main priorities of these improvements should be the security door entry system. Many people, including opportunist criminals, see doors as a barrier. The more secure the barrier, the less likely people will take advantage. Doors are often wedged open, either by lobby cleaners or by people concerned that they may not get back in due to the entry system's disrepair.
Well, the block I live in, the door intercom hasn't worked since December, so there's no point in them fixing the door there because there's no way to get in. So, it's like, it's awkward that way because, then you can't lock the door or you're locking everybody out that doesn't have a key.
Well, the buzzers on their door entries are silent, you can't hear, so you've got to rattle the door back and forth.
The door entry systems here, well, especially in my building, the buzzers don't work.
Like our landing door, even when it's like closed, locked, closed, you just push it and it's opened, and it's very safe.
Many tenants who are given property in the area tend to be at the bottom of the housing points league table. Some of these tenants may have chaotic lifestyles, which can mean keys being lost or misplaced and consequently doors being kicked in. If you had the opportunity to change the security system in the building, what would you do?
Something that works for a start. I ken that the other areas have got security doors and things. Just wondering if in Farn we were getting them.
Could you give us some details on the future plans for upgrading the intercom system?
Because the present system was installed between 1988 and 1995, we usually only tend to replace the systems during their life cycle period between 15 to 18 years. So there's no plans to upgrade the systems at the present time. Within the last couple of years, we've replaced all the flat doors, each individual flat door, to provide security within each individual flat. And that was really in order to give tenants a more secure environment within their own tenancies. I appreciate the security doors. The door entry systems have got to be good, but largely they rely on the tenants.
It's not a very big area, but the small distances that I do go can be quite scary. There's sort of different groups of people in the trees and stuff, and any lighting that does get damaged takes an awful long time to be repaired.
Most of them don't work. Heaps of them's just broken and everything.
This problem can be readily addressed by providing a first-stop shop. Could you explain the idea of a one-stop shop?
My understanding of a one-stop shop is an office or an area where you can come and really get everything done. So you could come into an office such as this, report a repair, ask about your application, check up perhaps on your rent or your benefit, and even taking it to the ultimate, buy theatre tickets or a swimming card to go swimming, really everything. So you come into one place and do it all.
Do you think the one-stop shop would solve the problems faced by tenants?
I think it would, in that you wouldn't have the people saying, well, I had to phone one person for that and then somebody else, you know, for something else. I think it'd be quite good to have one face you could identify with and come in and say, can you do all this for me?
We should not be intimidated in our own area by lack of adequate lighting. We would like to see a much more responsible attitude to this very important issue. Money spent on this major community problem now will reap benefits in the future. It will reduce crime and make members of the community feel safer and more confident walking in their area at night. Towards the outskirts of the area there is another play park in Marquis Road. This play park also suffers from a lack of good quality play equipment.
You've got a lot of space in the park and there's nothing there, and it gets kind of boring.
The swings that are there are in such disrepair that I don't think they're even safe to play on. The kiddies, like the safety swings for the toddlers, they're all, like the bars are buckled.
I think it's just a dump yard because there's like, just people throw all their rubbish out there, and there's big dogs and everything that go and let them do their dirt and everything in there. And like when we go out, we just get covered in dogs' dirt and everything.
Could you tell us what you think about a play area for the kids?
There's not really much round about to see. As you can see yourself, there's a chute, a couple of swings, and our view's blocked by a watch there. So we call that our little kids out to play without taking to sit out the back with them. We've got a problem with needles and things like that, stray dogs, other kids coming out the park area and fighting and that. There's a lot of problems with it.
Yvonne, when we first started making this film, one of the issues identified was the doors and the landings as a serious problem in the area. What do you think the problems are?
Well, for one, flares are concrete, so it'd be good if you could get some like tiles or something doing, because if in the wash of concrete, well, it isn't clean. They aren't washing it. There's always puddles, nothing left, and you can't concrete, it just soaks up the water. So it's just a mess. The walls need painted, they need more lighting in the landings and make sure it works. They need locks in the doors, and I think they need to put the doors out away instead of coming in away, because Abdi just keeps on like kicking them in anyway. And if they can get proper banisters and banisters out the stairs outside, because there's 3 stairs there, well the kids just fall doing that because there's nothing to hold on to. And if they get proper banisters in here, and just brighten the landings up the best they can.
It may seem as though we're asking for quite a lot, but if you think about it, we are only asking for the things that many people would expect as a right. We don't expect miracles, we simply expect a reasonable response to our legitimate concerns.